Good morning. How are you all today? Are you ready to make America great again again? Are you familiar? Hey, let's talk about sex and liberal women. Ooh, Steve had the very thought of that, right? Oh. Uh, are you familiar with the 4B movement? I wasn't until last night. Maybe some of you are. I asked Kelly, what in the world is this thing? It's apparently liberal women are saying that they are going to withhold sex. It's based on 4Bs. It comes from Korea. And the four things that start with a B or the B sound. Korean doesn't have a B in it, but the B sound in Korea. And I don't remember. I'm just going to take a stab at it. I didn't care enough to learn about it, but withholding sex from men, not getting married, not having babies, not all sorts. Anyway, they're going to withhold sex and wifehood and all that from men. And when I looked at these things and I watched some TikToks and I saw a few things, and this one in particular, a very unattractive little girl, and she says, "I'm bleaching my." I mean, she had a thing. She had tattoos on her face. She had a nose ring. I am bleaching my eyebrows to make myself as unattractive to men as possible. I thought, sweetie, you don't have to do a thing. It is always these. You know what it reminds me of? Back when I had a gym in a college town, and I was asked to give a self-defense segment to an anti-rape uh, group, uh, meeting, whatever like that. And of course, I said yes, right? I mean, uh, we're all anti-rape, right? Um, so I said yes, and I showed up, and I looked at the crowd, and I don't mean to be mean, but the women who showed up, they didn't need anything to protect them from rape. It is it was I don't know whether I should I think this was an attempt on their part to make themselves feel as if they are attractive. And I know that rape is not about I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not because I'm not gonna be politically correct, and I think that half of what they say about that is a bunch of BS. But I think it was an attempt on the part of these young ladies to make themselves feel as if they might be a target of that. And I see the same thing in this 4B. I tell you, the most unattractive. You know what? I'm all for it. I want to support this. I want to go on record saying that I support the 4B because if we don't need these women having babies, we don't need these women bringing new little crazies into the world because the children don't deserve that. The children who don't deserve mothers like that, nor do they deserve fathers that would be like the kind of men who would hook up with these women. So, the thought of it. If you want to see something funny, go on TikTok. I'll say something about TikTok too, and just watch some of this stuff. They're trying to outlaw TikTok and all that. Do you realize how much truth comes to the American people through TikTok? I know we've been told that it is a Chinese intelligence gathering platform. What? Unlike Facebook, not Chinese. How about all those things that American intelligence uses? This, right? I think I said I'm going to do a separate one on TikTok, so I won't go down that road right now. But anyway, watch these things. It is funny. The other thing that I wanted to say is, have you all seen a real change in the world around you since Election Day or the day after? Pardon me. I always wore this cap when I would go out, and I've been wearing this cap for a long time. Whenever I would go out, except if somebody was making my food, and I've told you this before. I would often have people come up and real close to me and say, "Hey, I like your cap." They wouldn't say it very loud, but oh, I like your cap. And I'd say, well, thank you. We're hoping for the best, aren't we? Get out there and vote. And I tell you, yesterday, I was out in a number of places. Actually, I went into places that I didn't even need anything. I just like, I like wearing this around. We got to show the flag more, and I'm going to have another one where I talk more about now what we have to do. This isn't that video, but I'm going to talk about what we have to do now to ensure that this 4 years becomes 12 years and really straightens out America. There's a way to do that. But yesterday, several places I was in, I had people yell at me. I mean, from 20 feet away. "Hey, I like your hat." Things have changed. Things have changed. And I, with the same volume, said, "Yeah, thanks. We've got maybe America's back, right? We got 4 years of getting America back." And, I do that for a couple of reasons. One of which is to any liberals who happen to, any progressives, any Democrats who shouldn't still be Democrats, within earshot, it's a shot across their bow. It's a saying, "Hey, we're not going to be quiet about this. We're not going to be violent like you all are, but we're not going to be quiet about it. We are going to start promoting our principles and values loud and proud." Right? Okay. All right. Hey, you all have a good day. Look into that for me. You'll get a kick out of it. You really will. And thank heavens these people are not having kids. And I can only imagine the devastation of the males. I won't call them men. I'm sure there are no men that are attracted to these women when they're told, "No sex for you tonight, Bobby," because that'll give them more time to get back to their video games, right? Okay. Hey, we need to make America great again. And it looks like a reversion or a restoration or a revival or a resurrection could be in the works. All right. You all have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.